With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from Arrowhead. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out, and he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. In on the tackle there.
He used to wrap his forearms up, and he just had the big flipper and come up and thump people in the chest. He was an absolute marvel playing in the linebacker position, especially right there in the middle. A Hall of Famer in 1978, and deservedly so.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. On third down, it's Pacheco. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Play fake. Here's Love. Sliding out of the pocket. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. On play action. Love to throw. Out to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jamal Williams from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point. I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the legend, Ray Nitschke.
He's to the 15.
And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the two-point try will be unsuccessful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 12-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Hey, check that street.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Now Cunningham. Flush to his right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Cunningham to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis.
And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action this time with Love. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Cunningham looking to throw. Flushed out right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Here's Cunningham. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Down inside the 40.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Cunningham. Escaping. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Oh, the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Loves throw into the hands of Pitts here.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jerry Rice, 38 yards.
And the Cardinals take the forced turnover on defense and can...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
A run by Pacheco on second down.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Cunningham. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Flushed out right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now it's 2nd down, but here's the field goal team out onto the field. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2 minutes.
That ball is caught on the full extension dive by the Hall of Famer Rice. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Love looking to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Love back to it here after the pick six. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Go now. 60 red. 60 red. 10 seconds.
Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Williams again. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Being chased out left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Steps away to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Here's Love. Rolling to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that might be his last pass in the NFL, because when you throw an interception, especially a pick six as a kicker, CD, I don't know that you recover from that one.
Party, you got to remember one thing. My vintage takes me back to shades of Garo Yepremian against Washington in Super Bowl VII. Yeah, folks, I would tell you to do an encyclopedia search, but actually nowadays you do an internet search. Check that one out. And that was at least off of a block kick. This was a design throw. Results the same, though. Interception, 6 points going the other way. Hello, Mike Bass. Remember you?
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Here comes 2nd down. Again, it's Pacheco.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point attempt here still to come. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
Hester to return from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. This is 1st and 10.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Here's 1st down.
Back to throw. Cunningham. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
43 yards.
And the Cards have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.